are going well for the Royces, boys. My father was burnt like a kebab, my sister died in childbirth, and Lord Ander is a freaking vegetable. And now Lyanna is basically ruling the land. And doing whatever the hell she wants. At least I have an heir. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Who the hell? They gave Belmore the Veil? They gave Belmore the Veil. Seriously. I can't even declare war on anybody because I'm incapable, so all these claims that I'm getting are completely useless. Andar's hopes and dreams of overthrowing the Graftons and beating the crap out of them have gone down the toilet. Everything's going to hell, and Lyanna Stark is basically in charge of Runestone now. Acting as my regent and the regent of her future son. There you go. I found my soulmate with Lyanna. She's looking after me. All of my plans for vengeance against the Targaryens have gone down the shitter. What? I think the Yen Yen has seen a hedgehog outside. But yep, it looks like very little is going to be happening, because at the age of 25, Andor is incapable. He slipped to the bathtub, smacked his head on something, and that was the end of it. Yeah. Dennis Aaron has become so depressed he is now a druggie and severely injured. With that in mind, I have betrothed my boy off to the Aaron girl, which honestly puts us in a bit of a tricky situation. Because as it stands, the Belmores are in charge of the realm. I can't do anything about it. I have claims on things, but I can't even push them or go to war or anything. But we are definitely not recognizing the rule of House frickin' Belmore. That's not. The Mad King is dead. Died from his wounds, apparently. I imagine cutting himself in the Iron Throne. Putting King Aegon in charge, who is a chaste, solitary, craven agent. He's also gay. Prince Doran Martell is his regent at the moment. The 6th Blackfire Rebellion is happening, boys. And the realm is ruled by a coward child king, who is severely injured. At this rate, it'll be ruled by a girl, which we all know how well that usually goes. Yes, grave news for Westeros. King Aegon, long forgotten sire of the treacherous House Blackfires, landed in the lordship of Eastermont, within Stormlands. They're the head of the host of 10,000 under the command of Harry Strickland, who is dead and has been for ages. Perhaps this could be advantageous. We seize this as an opportunity, but then again, the North is being independent and not getting involved, right? So I kind of feel like Lyanna wouldn't get involved. If Andor was actually in charge, and it wasn't Lyanna calling the shots, then we'd totally march to war for the Blackfires. Yeah, we're staying neutral, we're staying out of it. Purely, lads, because Eddard Stark is staying out of it, and the Riverlords are staying out of it. So, I generally feel, because Lyanna is in charge of things, we're staying out of it. The Baratheons aren't actually lords of the Stormlands anymore. Stannis was overthrown by faction demand. Oh, there you go. The Blackfire was in prison. Released? Question mark. Did he just let Blackfire go? He appears to have just spared the boy. Yeah, he's just going to tourneys. I'm not ill anymore. God damn it. I want to die, for Christ's sake, because I can't do anything. I can't make any decisions for myself. I can't control anything. I can't do education. I can't educate. I can't lead armies. I can't attack people. I'm just literally, as the trait says, incapable of doing anything. But I realize the reason House Aaron got the brunt of the Mad King's wrath. It's because Dennis killed Rhaegar. Dennis Aaron is the one who killed Rhaegar. The Darling of the Vale is the one to blame. The Mad King slaughtered his entire family and left him alive, stripping him of his rights and his titles, killing his own son. And Dennis has just been spiraling into depression and drug addiction ever since. His lands were taken from him, his family was slaughtered, and it's all, apparently as far as Dennis is concerned, in my headcanon, he's infirm, he's been a milk of the poppy addict for years. He blames himself. He killed Rhaegar. If he hadn't killed Rhaegar, maybe the Mad King would have spared some of his family. Instead, they're all dead, and it's Dennis's fault. Really, the Mad King was just completely mental, but, you know, it is what it is. Speaking of dead, the Blackfire died in a tournament. In a tournament, air quotes. Also, somebody else that died, the young Prince Aerion. Yeah, whatever. The Aryan, member of the Aryan race. He died under mysterious circumstances, lads. Mysterious circumstances. Personally, I think Viserys had something to do with it, and that's why he's called the Evil. I have no proof of this, but my headcanon is that Viserys had something to do with that. He's killed the boy so that he can be installed as king down the line. Unless Aegon and Rhaenys pop out a kid, but neither of them swing that way, so neither of them are attracted to each other and don't particularly want to pop out any more kids. And Rhaenys doesn't have much longer to make that happen either, to be honest. Anyway, we are focusing on Yohn Royce, who is basically raised by his mother, and I am RPing the fact that he has decent relations with Ned Stark, because I don't see a reality that exists where Lyanna hasn't kept in touch with Ned. There's no way that she didn't take her son north to Winterfell to hang out with, to see her family home and see Ned Stark and his daughters. There's no way that didn't happen. So, at the very least, Yohn Royce has spent time in his childhood in Winterfell in the north. That doesn't really mean anything, it's just headcanon, so to speak. It is, however, the reason that I have named my son Eddard. I have 2 daughters, Arwen and Evelyn. And my son, Eddard Royce. I had considered naming him Ander Royce after my father, but really, I don't think Yohn really knew his father. Like, at all. Really? Because he was still a child. He was still like 2 years old when Ander smacked his head on the side of his bathtub and was just incapable the entire time. He could barely form, like, coherent sentences, so I don't think he had a good relation with his son. So, honestly, I think Eddard Stark was more of a father to Yohn Royce than his actual father ever got to be, which is sad in of itself. We have managed to get myself a claim on High Lordship of Gulltown, so my current move is to completely ignore the authority of House Belmore, because screw the Belmores. So, we will seize Gulltown and punish them for their treason and siding with the Targaryens. How I'm going to spin this is essentially the fact that for some reason Randall Grafton is a cannibal. I don't know why. I absolutely do not know why he's a cannibal, or depressed about it, apparently. But I'm going to preface this as, yeah, look, the Graftons are cannibals. We got to remove them from power, lads. It's an affront against the Seven. And if the Belmores have anything to say about it, they can go themselves. Go over here. Go help out 9 Stars. Because that Grafton force is going to go straight for that battle. Yep, there we go. I don't know if we'll get in there in time. We might, just in the end, yes! And then Redfort needs to show up and help. Quickly, if you please, Redfort. Come on, lads, get in here. Everyone get in here. Belmore's trying to stop me from doing it. No, screw you. I'm within my rights. I don't recognize your authority, Belmore. There you go. We beat those assholes up. Let's go lay siege. I'm not leaving Graftons in the field. Yeah, kick some ass. There you go, that'll do. They're beaten. We'll call it a day. And then drag the cannibal from his den, boys. We'll drag the cannibal from his den. And I'm taking Wallace Grafton as my hostage. I get the High Lordship. I don't actually get Gulltown itself, but he's a criminal. I can arrest him, right? He's a cannibal nutjob. Surely I can imprison him. Tyranny, but he's a cannibal. I don't really have any plans to expand Royce's territory anything past this, but that was purely because the Graftons rose up in rebellion against us. I wanted them dead. I also now have my cousin Dermot Arryn as my bannerman, which is nice. Yeah, I'm stubborn. I'm not going to ask her a pardon. I do try to act in accordance to what my character's traits are. Like, we're not asking for a frickin' pardon from the Belmonts. Not Belmonts, sorry. That's completely the wrong thing. They're bloody vampire hunters. No, the Belmores. We're not asking for a pardon from the Belmores because screw them. You know what I can do? I can recover frickin' Lamentation? Lamentation? Is that how you say that? Lamentation? I'm sure someone will vehemently correct me in the comments, ruthlessly so. That's the thing. If you ever want to know the answer to something on the internet, give the wrong answer, and you'll get someone correcting you far quicker than you will just asking for help. People love to be right on the internet. They will tell you about it. So, yeah. Anyway, let's prepare a ship sneaking to King's Landing. No, I'm not going. I'm sending some random dude. It has been centuries since William Royce lost Lamentation during the storming of the Dragon Pit, which took place during the rioting of King's Landing during the Dance of Dragons. House Royce has been without a Valyrian steel blade ever since. Perhaps it is time to attempt to recover the blade. I'm really hoping he rises in rebellion, to be honest, because then I can totally just steal, take his, not steal, but take his stuff. That is the hope. I have another son! Little Joffrey. He did not inherit his mother's good looks. Actually, I think, no, his father's good looks, sorry. Admittedly, he didn't really know his father, but I do want to honor his father in some capacity. And a Royce. A much better name. There you go. So, you know, he barely knew his father, but it was still his father, and his mother did, you know, love him towards the end. I'm gonna catch this 1,000 troops here real quick. The Arryns are gonna come over and help me. Excellent stuff. I love the fact that the Arryns have sided with me against these treacherous dogs. Come on, boys. Get in here. It's at the port of Arryn, actually. We're fighting them in the ports. John Redfort killed a dude. Maimed the Grafton boy. Good, 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 good. The only good Grafton is a dead Grafton, that's all. I just like how the Belmores can do nothing about any of this because they suck. Apparently fighting them myself. My wife is pregnant. Woo. I am celebrating my victory, guys. Dwarf daughter. I will love her still. It's fine. Yeah, he has to renounce the claims in the High Lordship of Gulltown, and I have to get a weak hook on him. That's the only way I can... It's really annoying to me that we have to do this. Revoking title. Like, protected title revoke. He literally revolted against me. Protected my ass, dude. So yeah, let's get weak hook, and he renounces the claims, and I will release him. And then I can change his vassal contract. And now I screwed that up. Let's screw that up. I could have got rid of this simply by making his taxes less. I could have just got rid of it like that, and then... Oh, fine, whatever. Screw you, game. Weirdly enough, now that the truce with Grafton has faded, I can actually revoke his title. There's a 61% chance that he'll revolt against me, but... Screw you, Grafton, bring it on, dude. If you want to die, yep, he's declared war against me. Gotta catch these idiots before they can escape. There you go. All my allies group up with us. Grafton doesn't have time to get over here to actually do anything. We will get back to Runestone. There you go. Turn the tide of battle. Hey, the hunter girl. Timid. Okay. Hey, I imprisoned the dick. Including his children. Do I murder his child? I'm compassionate, so I don't think I necessarily would blame him. It's not the kid's fault. So, because I'm compassionate, I will not murder the child. Be glad, game. Be glad. I imprison him, enforce demands, and I should now be able to revoke his title. And I will banish his ass to the Night's Watch. Ooh, taking 200 and something gold from him. Not only do I get frickin' Gulltown, but I also get 200 and something gold from the dude. So yeah, Grafton can stick around. I won't throw them out into the cold completely, but his brother is sent to the Night's Watch. My uncle will look after the kid. They're not getting their frickin' shit back either, I'm telling you now. Actually, no, I have an uncle, right? Yeah, my uncle. The only surviving other son, since Wayner died of a botched treatment. Yeah, give him Bronze Square. So yeah, my uncle can have that territory. The Bronze Keep will be directly ours. But yes, we now control Gulltown. It is still called Gulltown. We've just renamed the actual castle hold, so to speak. Yeah, when the Graftons first came to Westeros, they entered the service of the Shet's kings of Gulltown. The Shet's tried to tie the Graftons through double marriage. This was their downfall, as both the father and son were imprisoned until the Grafton wives were pregnant. Then they disappeared. Lovely. Being tutored by one of the Arryns is probably good for the lad. Hopefully he's not taught to do anything too bad. I mean, Demon Arryn's compassionate, generous, ambitious, and zealous. He is an adulterer, but half of Westeros is an adulterer, so I won't hold that against him too badly. So yeah, things are looking good for the Royces. The ultimate goal is literally just managing to put the Arryns on the rightful place where they were, because they are now dead. The main branch of House Arryn is officially dead. The only ones left alive are the Cadet branches. Which is fine. All I have to do is put the Cadet branch back on the seat of the Eyrie. And reinstall them as Lord Paramounts. That is my goal. The Royces are not in this for personal gain, boys. Ignoring our recent expansion and taking Gulltown. That was because they were cannibalistic traitors, boys. Cannibalistic traitors. And they needed to be dealt with. No. What we're doing is we're reinstalling the rightful rulers of the Vale, one way or another. And then it's on to murdering every single last Targaryen, if it's the last thing that I do. And it may well be. Aegon the Wolf. I don't know, it's like, I think if we go then it's against our mother's wishes. I don't think Lyanna really wants to have her son going to tournaments. But the king has hosted a tournament, and I'm assuming the whole realm is invited to King's Landing. It would be seen as an insult not to go. So Jon does want to compete, I think. Even though, you know, bad history with King's Landing and whatnot. Do I have time to go see the Tullys? Probably not, right? Yeah, we'd cut in it close if we go to River Run. Alright, fine. We'll make a short stop at the Eyrie, and then go straight for King's Landing. I guess I could take Lyanna. I guess... Oh, well. This is Lyanna Stark we're talking about. If her son insists on going to King's Landing for the tournament, she's coming with him. Like, she's not stopping. She's not letting him go alone. That's not gonna happen. So, fine. If you're going, she's going with him. And she's taking a sword, because of course she is. So yeah, we were obviously on the fence about coming to the tournament, given House Royce's past history with the crown, but it would be funny to steal the King's Kingsguard. But he's shit, so no. It would be amusing, but the Kingsguard is terrible, so no. I'm up against Lannister. Also, I still have a giant scar across my head. Settled us fairly on foot. It would be honourable, so the onlookers would say. There's precious little honour in the fray. Yeah, we'll set it on foot. Events clearly coming to a head. Tired battle lines are breaking down to win the soldiers' victory. One more push, lads. You can see the heralds as the end draws near. Did we lose? Yes, we lost. Shit. I do think it's rather uncouth, ladies and gentlemen, to enter one's own tournament that you're hosting. To be perfectly honest. A deserved win, though. The qualifying knights. Or Benedict worthy of the Vale. Ah, my liege. Guards! Guards! There's a woman in our tournament! She has escaped the kitchens! Sexism. Alright, archery. I have a historically great track record with archery. Everything will be fine. 69%? 69%, lads? That is a guaranteed victory. It's always a guaranteed victory at 69%. It can't go wrong. I think it went wrong. I think it definitely went wrong. Yep, every time. I think I've won, like, one archery competition out of about 100. Yeah, concentrate on the fight. I remember my training. Oh, don't tell me I lost at 72%. No, come on! Ah, good lord, seriously. Why? Why is he so good? The old Ironborn guy is just so goddamn amazing. I think this old Ironborn dude is gonna win, man. Or the Ironborn chick's gonna win, either way. This is the most unconventional duel that I've ever seen. It's rigged. Trust the Targaryens, lads. The Targaryens. The old dude was beaten by a chick. The world is going mad. The world has gone mad, lads. It's gone mad. See, I like this kind of stuff. I just wish, because there isn't a lot of it, I'd wish essentially to have way more RP events, like if you visit a certain lord. Also, just the ability to travel freely. If I wanted to go just visit Ned Stark at Winterfell, I could just go visit Winterfell and travel there, and then have like an event. Depending on what your relation is with the Lord, you could either be invited in as a guest, or certain events might trigger, stuff like that. So you could, as Robert Baratheon, for instance, travel to Winterfell and have an event for asking Ned to be your hand of the king. Or if Robert travelled to Casterly Rock, you could ask them, etc, etc. If you have, like, a free, empty council position. Again, a bunch of intrigue. See, there's no event. Like, I would have liked to, you know, because I'm a noble lord visiting the wall, perhaps the Lord Commander talks to me. Perhaps he has, you know, have you come to join the Black? Do you have any sons that wish to join the Black? Kind of vibe. Do you have any knights, maybe, that wish to join the Black? But join the Black, please, I beg of you. You know, events like that. For instance, I'm gonna go visit Winterfell. I just visited Winterfell. Nothing happened. Like, it would have been nice to have an event to say hi to Eddard. Especially considering the fact that he's, like, my uncle. Oh, no, he's dead. Never mind. I can't say hello to my uncle because he's dead. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, it would have been nice to say hi to the Starks. I don't get that too many alliances thing. It's obviously very much a game balance mechanic. So you can't get too many alliances. But for RP's sake, it makes absolutely no sense. Imagine turning down an alliance offer because the person offering you an alliance has too many friends. You're like, nah, it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair to everybody else if we became friends. You have too many friends already. Like, what the hell? It's kind of like Eddard Stark doesn't join the rebellion because he feels like the rebels have too many friends already. Like, no. That doesn't make any sense from an actual, like, realistic point. Oh yeah, no, we'll find a bride for my kid. I do feel like Lyanna would encourage him to marry someone in the north. It's either the north It's either the North, the Riverlands, or the Vale. Those are like the primary rebel factions that we're more intended. It's also our neighbors, which makes more sense.
This war is far from over.